All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming, and in the last video we pretty much completed our EFCore01 project. Now what I did say, what I wanted to do here, and I'm going to bring this up from last time, is I want to check all the comments and modify them as necessary. Then I am going to come up with another version of this. As it says in step 2 here, I'm going to change the program so there's only the startup form and another form. That form will have a drop-down list on it that'll include the 4 employee types. All right, add hourly employee, pieceworker employee, commission employee, and salaried employee. And then there'll be 3 buttons: an add record, an update record, and a delete record, but the buttons will only work for that type of an employee. All right, so I want to do that, and then I want to take that version that I'm going to create and then convert it to an ASP.NET version, and that'll be it for this. And then I'm going to go on, probably, like I said, probably into Java and do the same stuff. So I started to look in here under where I've got comments, and I found a few places, so I'm going to try to fix those right now. First thing I'm going to go is my payroll DB context file. Which should be in here. Okay. And in that payroll DB context file, somewhere in here, ooh, it's showing me errors too. That isn't good. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right. But let's just fix the comment for now. All right. I have in here map the employee abstract base class to the employee table. I think that should be DB abstract right here. Like that. Okay, that's not going to fix the errors I had though. All right, so that was the first. And these are errors, like I said, they're just typos and the like. So, all right. Somewhere in here it says we want to configure this to use the primary key. And I left the Y off of the letter. Let's find it. There it is. All right. Let's see. These I can get rid of because we're not using them anymore. So I'm just going to get rid of that. It's commented out, so it's not a problem. Ooh, did I spell that wrong? There's has max length. It should be LNGTH. Like I said, these are just minor types of things. All right. Now, I want to fix this because this isn't good. Models. commission employees. I think that's what that error is. Find out in a second. Yep. Okay, so that fixed that. Right. Well, let's do this. All right. It says, remember, this is our discriminator. I'm going to leave that comment in there. It's not great, but it's okay. All right, FRM piece. Let's save this. My neighbor's dog is going nuts. All right, let's close that. And this. There's FRM piece. Says I've got a major bug in here in our check for empty database. All right. All right, we are in here, piece worker, but that should say not hourly, that should say piece employee. Hold on. Try that again. Instead of hourly employees, that should say piece employees. Maybe it's piece worker. Okay, so that was an error. I think I did it in salary too. Wow. Let's see, do we have FRM salary open here? No, we do not. There it is. And an FRM salaried. Just about done here. Somewhere we said commission in here. Again, we're in salaried, so that should be salaried employees. Okay, that fixes that. Let's see. this is not, if we make it this far, this isn't really a good comment here. So I'm going to change the comment from if we make it this far, I'm going to change it to validate user input before creating a new employee record. Okay. Copy that. Let's save this. Same thing here. Looks good. I think, so that's in salaried. Let's check this in all of them. All right. So here's commission. That one looks okay. We are validating there. That should be an S. What if that should be an S? Nope. Well, that isn't good. Let's do this file, save all. Let's just close everything. Let's run it again and see how many errors we get, because I've made some changes, as you can see, not just with the comments, but there's a lot of files open right now. So let's do a file, save all. Now let's run it again and see what errors we get, if any. Okay, no. All right, it was just that one. Okay. And it looks like, at least, we're back to a working program. All right, I'm just going to stop here. Now, what I want to do, okay, what I've shown you here. So that's done. Then I want to change the program so there's only a startup form and another form with a drop-down list including all 4 employee types. Okay. Now, what I'm about to do, you've seen me do it before, but I'm going to do it again anyway, right in front of you. So File, Save All. I'm going to close this. Now I have nothing open right now. It looks like I moved this. I did. I've shown you before. It's Tools, Import and Export Settings, Reset All Settings. I don't want to save, so no, just Reset. Next, and Finish. That should pop back into place then when I close. All right. So what I want to do now then is close this, and I want to come back to where I am here, my EFCore folder. So what's in here is our BMI, EFCore 1 and 2, our BMI library, the two versions are PayEFCore, and this person thing that we did to begin with. I'm going to grab this PayEFCore 1, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste. I am going to take this and make it PayrollEFCore02. I'm going to open this, do a couple magical things here. I'm going to change our CS proj file so that the name on that is EFCore02. You've seen that before. Let's edit it. I don't think I'm going to have to change anything else in here. I could be wrong, of course, but I think at least I can leave it the way it is. Let's bring this in. So let's go into here. And right now, let's just close everything that's in here and in here. Go to our solution, add existing project. And again, this will be inside of here of our EFCore. And it'll be PayEFCore02. And there it is. We've got that. Now, why did I do that? Why am I showing you this, etc.? Well, in our forms, right now, we've got all these forms. I'm going to grab this one. This is that payroll program. And let's look at it in the designer. All right. I'm going to leave that in here and probably change it. This is going to look totally different now. All I really need in here, I believe, is just the exit button. So I'm going to get rid of these. Which could screw a lot of things up. So I tell you what I think I'm going to do. Is I'm going to create a new form. Leave the one here I've got. So let's go into forms, add form. We'll call this one what it is, which is FRM startup. There it is. Now the other one, the size on that, we'll just be doing some duplication here. So location is size is what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay, so that's okay now. Now, just to show that I'm starting here, I'm going to change the color, and it was orange previously. So next is yellow, so we're going to make that yellow. All right. Now, the other thing I want to do in here is I want to come in and let's view our toolbox. All right, we'll pin this. There we go. And I'm going to add in all Windows forms, I'm going to add a combo box here. This is going to have the type of employee that we have. Now, there's a lot of ways I can fill this. For now, just so you see there's something in here. All right, I'm first going to change the font, and I want it to be nice and big. Let's make it about 36. Bold. And Arial. I'm probably going to make that a lot bigger. There we go. That's good. And for the items that are in here, for now, we're just going to put it in manually. Okay. So I'm going to put in here hourly employee, piece worker employee, commission employee, and also what was it? Salaried employee. Now you're not going to see it in here, just so you know. All right, we'll center that later, and we will put one button in here. Let's copy that. And we'll paste that in, and I'm going to unlock it. And that's just going to be to, that's just going to be to exit. Okay, so let's move this way over. There we go. I'm just eyeballing it now, but it looks okay. That's about in half. That's about in half. All right. This is going to be our startup form in just a bit. Now, one thing I will do is I'll move that down. And I'll come in and I'll copy this. And I will paste it. Now, don't worry, it's going to make it a lot smaller in just a second. All right. In fact, let's move these down. And then let's make this bigger. Looks pretty good. And let's change the size on this. I'm sorry, not the size, the color. Let's change that to the darker yellow. All right, so this is going to be our startup form. And it'll say something like, well, we'll do this in the next lecture, but we're going to tell it that to click one of these, choose one of these types, and when we do that, it's going to bring up what has to be on the new form that we're about to create. All right, we will do a couple things here. This is right now LBL description, that's fine. This is the combo box, and we will call this CBO employee type. Okay, and this help will be BTN exit, and we will put exit on there for this as well. Now, this doesn't do a darn thing yet, but I do want to see whether or not it has put in my stuff here. So what I'll do is I'm going to go back to program.cs, and for now we've got run new FRM startup. Well, that's interesting because that must be what I call the other one as well. That isn't good. So this is FRM startup, so that wasn't smart. So let's take this one here, and we're going to change the name of this form to FRM new startup. Okay, all right, and then we'll come back to our program file, and we're going to make this new startup for now. Oh, that is interesting. This cannot be found. Let's go back to here. Let's do a file, save all. Did not change the name. Okay. I think we are going to change it like this. I'm going to rename it here to FRM new startup. Okay. And let's see, did that fix the error that we had in here? Did not. Okay, it's not showing in here. Good gravy. Well, I think I'm just going to stop right here. I'm already getting, yeah. But what I wanted to show you was what we're going to have in here is we're going to replace this form that you see right here. We're going to replace it with this one. We'll have some kind of a, verbiage in here. This is going to have the 4 employee types. When you choose one of those employee types, any one is going to go to the other form. And it's going to fill out what has to be filled out in the other form. If you say, I don't get it, you will. Because that's what we're going to do starting in the next lecture. And I'll talk to you then. See you then.